I remember in the rather early days of researching and living this nomad capitalist stuff, I took a trip to Istanbul, which is a fascinating city. For someone from the West, it seems rather enigmatic at first. And I remember thinking to myself as I stood on the Bosphorus, on the tourist route, looking at all the ships going up and down the Bosphorus and seeing things that you'd never see in the West where I came from, seeing Iranian flags, seeing all sorts of things being transported. I remember thinking to myself how exotic this nomad capitalist lifestyle, which at the time didn't have that name, but I remember how exotic it seemed. In this video, I want to share with you how that held me back and what I think you should know to make sure that you get the best results possible. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson, and if you'd like to learn how to work with my team and I to create your own personalized Nomad Capitalist strategy, you can learn more at nomadcapitalist.com. Now, let's talk about something very simple that I see that just isn't true. People think becoming a nomad capitalist is like becoming James Bond, right? As guys, we are fascinated. I remember growing up as a teenager watching James Bond movies, all the exotic locations, and even to this day, it's always fun to go to a place for the first time. I think I've been to most of the Bond locations, but it's fun to go to some place for the first time and remember back to the feeling of watching that James Bond movie. I remember going to Baku. I was literally walking around Baku listening to the James Bond soundtrack from, I believe, The World Is Not Enough. And getting into the mood, like, wow, look at this exotic lifestyle. But here's the reality that you learn when you start living this stuff. It's not going to feel like James Bond for very long. Eventually, anything that you do repetitively loses its exoticism. And so, I look at why most people want to do this nomad capitalist stuff. They want to keep more of their own money because they're giving way too much money away in taxes, and they feel that money is better to be reinvested back into themselves, their businesses, and causes they care about. They want to keep more of their own money. Okay? They want to do it because they want more freedom, they want fewer restrictions, they want to be able to have a better lifestyle that costs less, and they enjoy more. Where I see the challenge for some people is that they're out reading content about, how to invest in a uranium mine in Bolivia or something like that appeals to that James Bond nature. Here's the thing. If your goal is to legally keep more of your own money, and you're a 7 or 8 figure entrepreneur, and you know that if you drastically reduce your tax bill legally, that you'll have millions of dollars over the next 5 or 10 years, that should be the focus. I had a friend of mine call me up not so long ago, and he wanted me to help him out with something for his citizenship by descent. And he said, put one of your Bond girls on it. We have women who work for us. And I guess to a guy who lives in the United States, it seems kind of exotic that, I have Serbian and Macedonian and, women from different countries who work for us. But you know what it is for me? It's normal. I'm running a business. Long ago has the exoticism of living this lifestyle worn off. I think this is a lifestyle that is a great lifestyle because you have more money, more freedom, more options. You have more freedom than 99.9% of people in human history if you follow the blueprint for the nomad capitalist lifestyle. But what I understand is, doing the lifestyle requires action, requires effort. And action and effort are opposed to the concept of wanting to live in the concept of a spy novel, for example. There are publications out there that do a great job of selling the dream of moving to this place or moving to that place, as if to say how much better your life is going to be. And you know what? I do think your life is going to be better if you live the principles that we talk about. But to think that your life is going to be a daily dream for years and years to come is just not true. One thing I've learned is I go to a city, whether I've got a home there, whether it's a focus city, a place I know very well, but I don't really spend that much time, whatever it is, I go to a new city, and for a while there's an initial burst of excitement, right? There's sometimes when I'm leaving Kuala Lumpur that I'm a little bit frustrated about this or that, but then every time I go back, it's like, wow, this is great. You're not going to have, wow, this is great every day. And at one point, I remember saying to myself, wow, I wanted to travel to a different place every 10 days to kind of keep that feeling going. But I realized that's not sustainable. It's not what most of you want either. And so I think the better thing to do is to understand that wow, this is great James Bond feeling is not going to be there. I think a lot of people get interested in this stuff because it seems cool. And you know what? My team goes through a lot of people who would like to work with us or say they'd like to work with us. And we realize, hey, this is someone, they seem like a nice person, but they probably just think it's cool. We're here to work with people who want to achieve serious results. The 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs for whom there's a lot of money on the line, for whom there are a lot of lifestyle benefits on the line. And so I think if you look at it from that perspective, no lifestyle change, no moving to another country, no doing any of the stuff we talk about is going to make your daily life have some kind of orgasmic intensity. Doesn't mean it's not better. I think it is substantially better. But I want you to be aware that there are going to be challenges. There are going to be hiccups. There are going to be frustrations. There are going to be times when you're saying, I don't want to be in this place anymore, and you got to move on to the next place. And there's some trial and error that goes on with this stuff. I don't want to sit here and sell you on a beautiful copywriting picture of how amazing your life is going to be if only you move to Cuenca, Ecuador. It's not true. You're going to have a lot more money. You have a lot more freedom. You're going to have the opportunity to do a lot of different things and be able to choose from a lot bigger list of options. But you're not going to be James Bond. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist. I wrote this book, which you can find on Amazon, to distill a lot of the stuff we talk about in these videos and a lot of the stuff I've learned over the last decade plus traveling all around the world, teaching you about how to legally reduce your taxes, build your personal freedom, and create wealth faster. Definitely get a copy of this book if you want to learn more. Now, if you want to watch more videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel and make sure you click the notifications bell so you never miss one of our new videos with more tips on how to go where you're treated best. And if you're already a 6- or 7-figure entrepreneur and you'd like to put these strategies in place for yourself, go to nomadcapitalist.com and learn about how I can help you.